Hi guys, it's Gracie. So for this week's video, it's going to be a lot different, and you've probably already noticed by the title. Yes, I met Miley Cyrus. So if you even know me, like, at all, you know that I'm, like, one of the biggest Miley Cyrus fans in the entire world, and have been for the past 9 years. And so I got to meet her a few days ago on her Bangerz tour, and this is my experience of what happened. So I guess I'll start off like last November, I think it was, when like tickets and everything was announced. And I found out I was going to the Nashville show, which was originally in April. And I was going to get meet and greet, but then they sold out. Long story. But one day in school, I got a text from my friend saying there was meet and greet upgrades available. And there was one ticket left. Like, literally one ticket left. And so he pretended to, like, buy it because, you know, you get, like, 5 minutes in your card or whatever. And he did that for me, like, 3 times while I was in one of my classes. And then after that class, I ran to the bathroom, and I literally bought my meet and greet pass in the bathroom during school. And thank God I had my credit card and everything. Then Miley got sick, and the concert got postponed until August 7th. Finally, August 7th came around, and oh my God, like, literally this day, it's so unreal that it even happened to me, and I don't even know how to, like, collect myself, like, put into words this experience. I had Bangerz Ballroom, so it was really cool. I met up with a girl from Twitter that I met, and we hung around in Bangerz Ballroom, which was like a little pre-party. Then after that, we went out to the arena and passed out these signs that I had made. So I made 250 signs that I printed out for Miley and was passing around to everyone to hold up during her song Adore You. And this is what the sign looks like. And so I passed out all 250 of them, and it actually was a success. They held them up, and I'm pretty sure Miley saw them because they were literally everywhere throughout the arena. So that was really amazing. I had to be back in the room at 7 o'clock to meet for the meet and greet, and then they told us at 7:45 that they would take us to go meet Miley. So it came like 7:30 maybe, and they started calling out our names, checking the VIP listing. And I was the second to last name called, and oh my God. So I thought we were going early, so they put us in an elevator. We went downstairs, like, to the bottom of the arena, kind of like underground stage. And we were in line, like, backstage, and I, like, didn't know what was happening. And then Miley's dancer, Brittany, the little midget, she's adorable. She was, like, running around, and I didn't get to talk to her, really get a picture with her, because I don't know what was going on. She was in a hurry for something. But I got to see her, so that was really cool. And I started crying when they lined me up, and in the ballroom, and then in the elevator, and then outside that. Then we got led into this garage, and we had to wait in there until like 8:15, 8:20ish, because a lot of stuff happened, I think, backstage that caused Miley to run a few minutes late, which was perfectly fine. But oh my God, so I was in line. I was, like I said, the second to last. People of fans that got to meet her, and then there was like the radio people behind us, I think. It was like this big room, and then there was like curtains where like Miley was, so it was like everyone was in the same room, but they had the area where Miley was like curtained off, so it was kind of like personal when you were with her. When it got to like 3 people away from me, I could like see in the curtain when they would open it up and let the people walk in, and all I saw was like Miley in like her opening costume, and I immediately started crying. And it was just like so unreal that after 9 years she was like literally a foot away from me, and that I was about to meet her. That just didn't really register for me. And I remember her VIP manager person like came over to me and told me to not cry and that it was okay. And then they opened the curtain, and because I was like the second to last fan, but they opened the curtain, and I was just like kind of like froze for a second, like I couldn't get myself to walk in there, and then I did, obviously, and it was so like unreal. Like Miley was like, "Oh, hi, it's nice to meet you," and then she's like, "Don't cry, it's gonna be okay," and that made me cry even more. And then I remember I just hugged her and kind of like fell into her, and it's all really like a blur. I had my old iPhone, which doesn't really work anymore, but I had it in my back pocket to record the conversation with me and Miley. And it didn't work as well as I hoped. I mean, you can kind of hear bits and pieces of it. My iPhone's dead right now, so I can't really play it. But, so, like, you can hear some of what she said. And so, I mean, I really didn't have that long with her, because we were supposed to have, the VIP person said, since there wasn't a lot of us, and that we were supposed to have, like, 2 minutes with her, but it ended up being only, like, a couple seconds for each person because of like it being delayed so much. So, I mean, I didn't really get that along with her. I did get to tell her I've been a fan for 9 years, and she thanked me for that. And then I had on these bracelets. For any of you who are a fan of Miley, you probably remember Miley World, and then the Miley and Mandy show. That was Miley's YouTube show when she was younger, and they made bracelets for it. And then, I don't have it on right now, but I had a Miley ring, and I'll put a picture of that right here. But I had that, and Miley was like, "Oh my god, I love your ring." And I was like, "Oh, thank you, I have these bracelets too," and I was showing her these. And she was like, "Oh, you got that old school shit." And she was like, "You're a real fan." And, like, I can't even, like, remember everything that she said to me, and, like, it's like it was all such, like, a blur. And it's like it didn't even happen. I mean, I don't know, it's hard to... It's hard to, like, comprehend that I actually met her. She was just, like, so nice. And I remember, like, I just walked in there and, like, I first, like, hugged her, and I just, like, I didn't even say anything. I just looked at her. And it was just, like, the coolest thing ever, because I don't even know how to explain it. It was just seeing someone who has, like, been such a big part of your life, like, standing right in front of you. It's just, like, a feeling that you can't even describe. And I mean, I'm sure if you've met your idol, I don't need to cry. I'm sure if you've met your idol, you know, like, the feeling that I'm talking about, but it's just so unreal. And it's, like, literally, like, an out-of-body experience, and I just don't even know how to explain, like, how amazing that feeling was, that after literally 9 years of this girl being my everything, that she was right there in front of me, like, talking to me, that she was, like, a real person, that I could actually, like, touch her and hug her and just tell her thank you. It was so unreal. And I mean, I wish it could have been longer, and I could have told her everything she's done for me and how long I've been a fan, but I'm thankful for what I had, and I would literally never take it back for the world. And so that was about it. And when I walked out of the meet and greet, I literally, like, was on the ground, like, crying. And, like, a lot of the security and Miley's, like, manager people came over to me to make sure I was okay, because there was, like, no one else freaking out. I don't know why. But, then I had all these gifts for Miley, and they had originally said we couldn't give her gifts because things were so, like, pushed and everything. But then they said that I could give her my or that they would give her my gifts, and so I gave them to her, and I watched them, like, hand it to Miley, and Miley take it backstage, and then, like, they came and told me that Miley had got them and everything, and then they led us back to the arena. And it was literally, like, 10 minutes later after that that Miley was on stage, and, like, the whole night was just so unreal. And I had really good seats. I was right against the catwalk of the stage. I made a shirt for her, which I'll put a picture of that right here. And I threw that on stage, and she actually caught it. She was, like, right next to me. And so, like, it was just, I wish I had gotten it on video, but it was just, like, a spur of the moment, because I didn't know, like, what point she was going to be close to me or not. And she was, like, right in front of me. So I was like, this might be my only chance to hand it to her. So I just, like, threw it up to her, and she caught it. And she, like, looked at me, and, like, I wish I had it on video, the look on her face, because it was like she'd recognized me and, like, knew who I was, and, like, she smiled and pointed at me and, like, winked, and then took the shirt and kind of, like, spun it in the air and then, like, put it over her shoulder and sang the rest of the song holding on to the shirt. And then she took it backstage with her, and, like, oh my god, it was crazy. And she recognized me, or looked at me and, like, smiled at me multiple times throughout the concert, and that was just so, like, crazy that, like, I don't know, like, the way she looked at me, it was just, it was so unreal. Like, even when I met her, the way that she looked at me, and, like, the whole time she just kind of, like, held my hand when I was talking to her, and, like, you can tell in the picture, which I'll show later, she was just, like, holding my face, because I was, like, so out of it. And, like, she was just, like, she cared so much, and it was just so nice, and, like, oh my god, I can't even explain it. Like, I really can't. And, like, it doesn't even feel like it can be real. Like, I literally sit here and have to, like, stare at the picture to believe it, and even then I don't, because if you've watched my old videos and you know me, you know I've photoshopped so many pictures of me and Miley together, and so it's just like, it's not even real, it's just a fake photoshopped picture. Like, I can't even comprehend that I actually met her. And there is one thing I want to show you guys. It's actually this notebook that I started when I was 9 years old. I really love writing, and it always has been a passion of mine, and I used to want to be a journalist, and so when I was 9 I started journaling. And This is one of my first journals. And the very first page of it is from December 18th, 2006. And it says, "Will I ever meet Miley Cyrus? I hope so. I love her so much." Just like straight O's. "I dream about meeting her. I know all of her songs, and I have seen all of her shows. If only I can meet her. I'm listening to her songs right now. I just finished I've Got Nerve, and now I'm listening to The Other Side of Me." And I wrote in this notebook every day for about a year. And there's even more in here. Here's January 3rd, 2007. "I want to meet Miley Cyrus." Oh, here's November 12th, 2007. Yeah. And I got really excited because this was when I was going to Hannah Montana concert, and I literally wrote one letter a page. That's really annoying. But that was when I found out I was seeing her. And then this page says, "That spells Hannah Montana concert. Yeah, I pray I'll get a backstage pass." And then the next page says, "Please, dear God, help me. It would mean the world to me. So let's hope I do." Yeah, like praying to God. Like, this book is literally full of like prayers to meet Miley. And it's just so like crazy reading this now that it happened. I also have this notebook that I started I think when I was in 5th grade. And it's this custom made Hannah Montana binder, and I got this in like March of 2006. It was before they had any Miley merchandise, and I kind of added my own backing to it. But I kept up with this for about 4 years and literally put like all this Miley stuff in it, and it's just full of like all these like magazine clippings and pictures of her and like things that I wrote about her and pictures of her, all these letters and stuff from Miley World and autographs. And the very first page of this book is called My Dream, and it says, "My dream is to meet Miley Cyrus. I love her. I'm a part of all her fan clubs, and I signed up for a contest to meet her. I pray to God to win, but I don't. I have over 80, and where like I had marked out and kept counting how many things I had of her. Things of her, and I know a lot about her, and we have a lot of things in common. Like we both like lime green, we both love to eat Chinese food, Starburst, dots, ramen noodles, and gummies. And that's my dream." And then it has like a bunch of pictures of her. And it's just so crazy to look back at this because I made this when I was like 9 years old. And now, like, that actually happened. So, I'm sorry this video is, like, really scattered and weird because I don't know, like, sitting down and recording this is probably so hard because I haven't even collected my thoughts. I don't even know how to put into words everything that happened. It's weird that I'm sitting here recording a video about meeting Miley Cyrus because I never thought I would. Like, I never thought I would get to say the things that I've said. And it's just really weird. So here are my pictures with Miley. We only got 2 pictures, and in one of them I was like crying really bad, and I didn't even know they were taking the picture. I had just hugged Miley, and like the people weren't that nice because it was being rushed. Miley was, but like the photographer was kind of rushing us. I was like hugging Miley and crying, and she was like, "Oh no, don't cry, you have to look cute for your picture." And that's when I realized they had just taken the picture, and I was like, "Oh," and then she kind of like motioned for him to like hold on for a second because they like clicked too really fast. And I kind of like, she gave me time to like smile and collect myself so I could actually like take the picture, and even then I still look really goofy in it, but at this point I literally don't even care. But here are the 2 pictures I got with her. I also ordered this because who doesn't need a canvas giant print of them and Miley Cyrus? And this is probably like my favorite thing in the world. I literally have printed this picture so many times. I have this, and I have like a frame of it over there, and I ordered 5 prints of it, like that are in my room, just because like it doesn't feel like it actually happened, and it's just so unreal. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know this video is not really like my other ones, but I just really wanted to put this experience video out there, and I also wanted to put it out there maybe as hope for anyone. A lot of people on Twitter have told me that my story like inspired them. And I just want to say, if you're watching this and you're a fan of Miley and you haven't met her, or whoever is your, you know, idol, your everything, and if you haven't met them, like, seriously, don't give up. I never thought it would happen. Like, literally, I used to be the girl that sat in her room every night crying, watching other people meet Miley and stuff, and thinking it would never happen to me. And now here I am recording a video in my room talking about meeting Miley, and It's the most unreal thing, and I just promise you, if you're watching this, it's gonna happen for you, and you will meet your idol, I promise. Just don't give up hope. It may take 9 years or more, but anything is possible, and it will happen. And thank you for watching this video if you've watched this, because I know it's really jumbled and a mess, and I'm probably not making any sense, but thank you for sitting through this and watching it. Give this video a big thumbs up if you love Miley, because who doesn't love Miley? She's the queen of the world. That's about it for this week, and I'll be posting new videos really soon, so be sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!